All right, everyone. Just wanted to give a couple of minutes for everyone to get in here. And we're just about ready here. We got a new graphic system, so I wanted to show that here. Make sure the mic is good. Make sure you guys can hear me. All right, everyone. All right. All right, guys. Good afternoon out there. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. And instead of our normally scheduled videos, due to the severe weather potential for today, we have just went ahead and turned this into a live stream event. So we'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in here and supporting us. And we are going live right now here to bring you guys the latest on the severe weather here on this Tuesday. So let's go ahead and dive into what we are seeing. So first off, looking at the big picture here. Here is where we are seeing the severe weather and the thunderstorms. We cover the Northern Plains region. So if you're new to us here, I know we got a lot of new people. South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. And essentially our Northern Plains region is where we cover. And so we are seeing severe weather here that has already transpired this afternoon. We've already seen some severe thunderstorms this afternoon, hence why they have issued a severe thunderstorm watch. So this area in the pink color, or the salmon color, if you will, this is where we have a severe thunderstorm watch. And this includes North Dakota, so it includes Minot and Bismarck. And then it includes western South Dakota. And then it also extends into eastern Wyoming and northwestern Nebraska. So that is where we have the severe thunderstorm watch. Now let me go ahead and read off the severe thunderstorm watch for you guys here. So from the Storm Prediction Center, they have issued the severe thunderstorm watch for
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Nelson, North Dakota, Ramsey, North Dakota.
So that
until
is
6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So that is also something new here to us at T Storm Chasers. We got some new graphics, we got some new stream things, some brand new items added to our live stream to enhance it and hopefully make things better for you guys. So that is new to us here. So anytime we get a warning this afternoon that pops through, we'll get that notification, and then it'll show up on the top of the screen there. So severe thunderstorm watch was issued earlier this afternoon, and this was for, again, northwest Nebraska, western South Dakota, and then eastern Wyoming, and then up into North Dakota as well. So here's the primary threats with this. So we're looking at scattered large hail and isolated very large hail events to 2 inches in diameter possible. So large hail. We're looking at scattered damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. And then we have the tornado threat. We do have a tornado or two is possible for the remainder of the day today. So we are going to dive into the severe thunderstorms here in just a couple of minutes. Wanted to first start
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Oglala, Lakota, South Dakota. Until 5:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to go over the severe weather here in just a moment. Wanted to kind of give everyone an idea of the big picture here of what we are expecting over the remainder of the day today. So here's the summary. It says here thunderstorm coverage is expected to increase over the next few hours from eastern Wyoming into northwest Nebraska and western central South Dakota. Primary threat initially would be that large hail threat, with the threat transitioning to strong to severe gusts as storms move from a more clustered cellular mode to a more linear bowing segment mode. A few gusts over 70 are possible, and there is also a possibility, a low probability tornado risk is also possible if a storm can mature while remaining discrete and cellular. So that supercell element to these thunderstorms, if they can remain supercells, they would be become tornadic. So all modes are on the table here for the remainder of the evening. Again, that's eastern Wyoming, western South Dakota, and then northwestern Nebraska. And so that is the latest here. Again, remembering
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson, South Dakota. Until 6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So again, to remember this, what is a severe thunderstorm watch? Well, a severe thunderstorm watch means conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. People in the severe thunderstorm watch areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Benson, North Dakota. Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible.
Warning up in North Dakota.
Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So people in these areas underneath the severe thunderstorm watch need to be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Severe thunderstorms can and occasionally do produce tornadoes. So that's the latest wording there from the National Weather Service, from the Storm Prediction Center on the severe weather. All right, let me go ahead here. One more thing I wanted to show here, and then we're going to dive into our severe weather coverage. Wanted to go ahead and take a look at our severe weather outlook maps for the day today. Let me go ahead and take everything off real quick, and then we'll dive into the current severe weather. So, all right, so here is the setup for the remainder of the day today. This is what we are looking at. So they issued from the Storm Prediction Center a severe weather outlook map for today, and we have that marginal risk in dark green, and then we have the slight risk, level 2 out of 5. And the slight risk, that is the area of highest risk. So that is the area that we are most concerned about. So we're looking at extreme eastern Wyoming, and then northwestern Nebraska, and then again western and central South Dakota, and then up into North Dakota. So Minot, Bismarck, down to Pierre, Rapid City, down to Chattern, Alliance, all included, Scottsbluff. We are seeing that slight risk level 2 out of 5. So that area in yellow, that's the area we're going to be watching for the remainder of the day today. Here's our tornado threat. We do have the 2% there in green for western South Dakota, extreme northwestern Nebraska, extreme eastern Wyoming, and into central North Dakota. And then we have this. We have a 5% tornado risk in brown, and that includes Rapid City. So if you're watching us from Rapid City, we are in a 5% tornado risk. So we need to absolutely be weather aware, need to have a safety plan in place in case you get underneath a bad thunderstorm with a warning. And so we need to be on guard here and need to be preparing and getting ready. And then we have a SIG 1. It's called a SIG 1. This is a hatched severe weather risk. So this is our highest area of tornado possibility, of tornado potential. And this is, again, western South Dakota is going to be where we are going to be most concerned about for the remainder of the day today. So the highest threat area for the remainder of the day today is western South Dakota. Let's go ahead and look at the hail threat. What are we looking at? Well, here is the hail risk, the hail probability. We see that 15% in yellow, and then we are seeing a hatched SIG 1 risk again. For those of you that don't know what that is a enhanced, basically an enhanced hatched risk. Basically, it's a heightened risk for this activity. So it includes northwestern Nebraska, extreme eastern Wyoming, western and central South Dakota, and then into North Dakota. So that's our hail risk. It includes the worst of the risk includes Minot, down to Bismarck, down to Mobridge, down to Rapid City, pretty much all of western South Dakota, and then the panhandle of Nebraska. And then looking at the wind risk, here is our wind probability map, and this is where we have a 5% in brown, we have a 15% in yellow, and then we have the SIG 1. This is our highest probability here for wind, for strong wind potential. And that goes from Faith down to Phillip, down to Martin, South Dakota, just east of Rapid City, but Rapid City's still in the thick of this. So all modes of severe weather today is expected. So let's go ahead here. Real briefly, I wanted to just go ahead and touch on this while we're on this. Tomorrow's risk, we do see another slight risk of severe weather. So we do have that slight risk level 2 out of 5 for this time. It is for eastern South Dakota. So central and northeastern South Dakota, we're looking at severe weather potential. So Pierre to Aberdeen, up to Fargo and Grand Forks.
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Custer, South Dakota, Fall River, South Dakota. Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible.
So
Move
that is
indoors
actually,
and stay away from windows.
so that's actually our new bot that we have for our live stream. So if you enjoy, be sure to give this a thumbs up here. Now, looking at the tornado threat for tomorrow, it is there. We have a 2% for northeastern South Dakota and southeastern North Dakota. And so Aberdeen is right in the thick of this. So it does look like the Aberdeen area tomorrow is going to be the highest threat here, that most risk for severe weather. Also includes Huron, Redfield, Gettysburg, Sisseton, all included, and up towards Ellendale and Lisbon as well. Let's see.
National Weather Service Aberdeen SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Edmonds, South Dakota, Potter, South Dakota, Walworth, South Dakota. Until 6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, so again, I'm going to get to the severe thunderstorm warnings here in just a moment. So tomorrow's risk is also something we are going to be keeping a close eye on. Let's see here. Just looking and seeing. So looking at the hail risk, here's our hail risk for tomorrow. And you can see it's a pretty big, pretty wide risk zone. It goes all the way from Nebraska up through North Dakota. So it includes our Northern Plains region. Looks like Pierre, Aberdeen included. So that is where we are looking at the highest risk for hail, that 15% in yellow, and then the hatched SIG 1, that moving line there, that is our highest risk. And then looking at the wind risk, we do have that 15% in yellow and then the 5% in brown. That includes Sioux Falls. 15% includes Pierre, Aberdeen, Huron, Brookings, Watertown. And then there is also a day 3 risk as well. Have a look here. This is for Thursday. And you can see it goes for Rapid City, Pierre, Aberdeen, Sioux Falls. Most of South Dakota is included in this. It also extends into Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, southeastern Montana, western Minnesota, and northwest Iowa. So we'll be on the lookout for the next few days here, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, for severe weather. Could even be past that as well, just depends. But we don't have any risks other than that, but we do have, for the next 3 days, we do have severe weather outlooks. This is for Thursday. We do have central and western South Dakota highlighted here, that 15% in yellow, but then we have the SIG 1, we have a hatched risk. This is our highest potential for severe weather, includes Rapid City, Pierre, Mobridge, all included there. So we will be keeping a very close eye on things for the next few days here for severe weather. All right, so now that we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into what we are currently seeing out there right now. So again, I mentioned before, we do have the severe thunderstorm watch that is in place for eastern Wyoming, northwest Nebraska, western and central South Dakota, and into North Dakota. So the area, basically this entire watch zone, this is where we're going to be following for severe weather. All right, so let's go ahead and start here in South Dakota. So we do have, let's start west to east here in South Dakota. We're going to go state by state. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning here that includes Edgemont, South Dakota. This is in the southern Black Hills region. So severe thunderstorm warning in effect. That again includes the Edgemont area. This is a very strong storm. So severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service in Rapid City. Severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Custer County, northwestern Fall River County until 5:15 Mountain Time. So severe thunderstorm here, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, golf ball sized hail, and 60 mile per hour winds. That is the threat here with this storm. It is also showing some signs of rotation. You can kind of see a little bit of a hook there west of Edgemont on that storm, on that cell. So the area we're looking at is right in here. We're seeing a little bit of rotation, a little bit of a hook. Now, this is on the Wyoming side of the borders, but this is about to cross into South Dakota. So it's going to be something we will keep a very close eye on. So the damage threat with this storm is considerable. So that's a more of a heightened damage threat. So again, locations are Edgemont and Burdock, South Dakota. So it does also say here, remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. So it does say tornado is possible with this storm. So a tornado is possible to develop. And again, we have that tornado risk in place. So golf ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds with that storm. Farther to the east, over the Porcupine area, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and take a look at that one. This is farther east. So again, going west to east. This one is just north of Pine Ridge. And we do see that severe thunderstorm warning there. Again, here's Oglala, Pine Ridge, and then Porcupine. So we do have that severe thunderstorm warning. It's a supercell, kind of all by itself. So severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southeastern Oglala, Lakota County until 4:45 p.m. Mountain Time. So that'll be another 23 minutes from now. So it does say ping pong ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds with this storm. So if you're in Porcupine, South Dakota, we need you to be taking shelter. This storm is just about to move into your area. So it does say here, people and animals outdoors could be injured. Expect hail damage to roof, siding, windows, and vehicles. Again, that's if we get that ping pong ball sized hail, which is the hazard for this storm. It also does say torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding as well. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. So that's another sneaky threat with all of these thunderstorms.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Nelson, North Dakota, Ramsey, North Dakota. Until 6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So that's another threat with this today is the flash flooding potential. If we get heavy torrential rainfall, that could cause flash flooding with these thunderstorms. So that is another threat that we need to be on the lookout for. All right, farther east here, we have another severe thunderstorm warning, and this is over the Wambly, South Dakota area. This is just south of Interior and just southwest of Kadoka, South Dakota, just east of Kyle. So this is over the Wambly, South Dakota area. New severe thunderstorm warning, and this one is in effect here for southwestern Jackson County until 5 p.m. Mountain Time.
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Hawken, South Dakota, Jackson, South Dakota, Mellette, South Dakota. Until 6:30 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right. So this one is again in effect until 5 p.m. Mountain Time for southwestern Jackson County. This storm is located again near the Wambly area, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour winds and quarter-sized hail is the threat with this storm. So let's see here. All right, let's see here. So again, locations here would be Potato Creek, Wambly, Snake Butte, and Northern Pine Ridge Reservation. And again, torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm as well.
National Weather Service Aberdeen SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Walworth, South Dakota. Until 6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, so now let's move to the next one. Let's see here. All right, so farther north and east here, this next severe thunderstorm warning is in between Kadoka and Murdo, South Dakota. So if you know where that's at, it's just about to head onto Interstate 90 in between Murdo and Kadoka, this severe thunderstorm right here. So this one is in effect until 5:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 Central. This is for southeastern Hawken County, northwestern Millette County, and northeastern Jackson counties in western South Dakota. And this storm is moving north at 20 miles per hour. The hazard is 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar sized hail. So it does say here, hail damage to vehicles are expected. Expect wind damage to roof siding and trees. Locations impacted is the Nolan area. So if we're in Nolan, South Dakota, we need to be seeking shelter. All right. Let's see. It says here again, for your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Now, moving up farther north, out of the watch zone. So we actually do have a severe thunderstorm that is outside of the watch area. And that is
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson, South Dakota. Until 6 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, so here is another severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. This is up in northeastern South Dakota. This is just southwest of the Bowdle, South Dakota area. And if you know about
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cavalier, North Dakota. Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So if you know anything about the about South Dakota weather history, of course, the Bowdle, South Dakota tornado back in May of 2010, that was an EF4 tornado. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning that is up in this area. This is in effect here for southeastern Walworth County in northeastern South Dakota, moving north at 20 miles per hour, quarter-sized hail. So this is strictly for large hail. So it does say here, severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas here in Walworth County, South Dakota. For your protection, move to an interior room, lowest floor of a building. So we'll keep an eye on that storm, on this storm as well, as we do have a pretty strong storm there just north of Hoven, South Dakota, and it's heading towards the Bowdle area. So we're just west of Bowdle, heading more towards Java, South Dakota. So if we're in Java, South Dakota, we need to be starting to get ready here as the storm will make its way towards your community. So those are the current warnings that we have going on the South Dakota side of the border. No tornado warnings. We don't have any tornado warnings. We have had a couple earlier today. We've had, actually, there's been some tornado warnings, believe it or not, up in Canada. I've been following that. And then also in eastern Wyoming, there was a tornado warning earlier. Other than that, though, we haven't seen any tornado warnings. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read off the ones here in Wyoming since we're close enough. So we do have three severe thunderstorm warnings here in Wyoming. Real briefly, just wanted to go over this one. So the one here that is, it's for this one that's heading into the South Dakota side of things and heading towards Edgemont. So this one right here, severe thunderstorm warning, continues until 5 p.m. Mountain Time. This is for Niobrara County in Wyoming until, again, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And then this storm is moving northeast at 15 miles per hour, The threats is 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So just slightly bigger than golf ball sized hail, and then 60-mile-per-hour winds. So we're looking at some large hail here with this storm. And again, tornado possible with this storm as well.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Ramsey, North Dakota, Walsh, North Dakota. Until 6:30 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible.
So that's
Move indoors and stay away from windows.
I'll get to those in just a moment, but that's way up north there towards the Canada border. All right, so that's that one. Now let's go to this one right here, just north of Manville, just northwest of Manville and Lusk, Wyoming. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for west central Niobrara and east central Converse counties in Wyoming. This storm is moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail with this. So that storm is a very strong thunderstorm as well. And then just west-northwest of that, kind of out here in no man's land, we have another severe thunderstorm warning. And this is in effect for northwestern Niobrara and east central Converse counties in east central Wyoming. In effect until 4:45 Mountain Time, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour, so they're not moving very fast, moving fairly slow. Ping pong ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are the hazard with this storm. So again, you want to move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building away from windows. And then let's go up to North Dakota. We do have, I wanted to go over that. There are other...
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cavalier, North Dakota, Towner, North Dakota. Until 5:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, so real quick here, let's go over the ones up here in far northeastern North Dakota. Over Langdon, North Dakota, and up towards Lakota, North Dakota. All right, so the one here just north of Lakota, North Dakota, we are seeing a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Nelson, east central Ramsey counties in North Dakota until 6 p.m. Central. Severe thunderstorm moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. We're looking at golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds with this. So it says here Brockett is the main location impacted with this storm. It does say here this is a dangerous storm. Prepare immediately for large destructive hail capable of producing significant damage. People outside should move into a shelter inside a strong building and away from windows. So thunderstorm damage threat is considerable with this storm.
National Weather Service Aberdeen SD has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Campbell, South Dakota, Edmonds, South Dakota, McPherson, South Dakota, Walworth, South Dakota. Until 10 p.m. conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms. Stay weather aware and have multiple ways to receive warnings. National Weather Service Aberdeen SD has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Corson, South Dakota, Dewey, South Dakota, Jones, South Dakota, Stanley, South Dakota. Until 10 p.m. conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms. Stay weather aware and have multiple ways to receive warnings.
Okay. All right, so we got an extension of the severe thunderstorm watch. So a few minutes ago, I was just going over this severe thunderstorm right here near the Bowdle area. So because of that, what they have done is they have extended the severe thunderstorm watch out a little bit because there are thunderstorms outside of the watch that have fired up, and we're seeing some severe weather now. And because of that, they have extended the severe thunderstorm watch. So really no surprise there. So that is a good thing. So let's go ahead here and I'm going to finish running through the North Dakota ones here real quick. We just got that update, and then I'll update you guys on that watch, that extension of that watch. So severe thunderstorm warnings. The next one here, this one is for East Central Ramsey County in northeastern North Dakota and then western Walsh County until 6:30 p.m. So we're looking at a severe thunderstorm located over Brockett, North Dakota, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and golf ball sized hail. That's the threats, the hazard with this storm. So locations include the Edinburgh area, Adams, Fairdale, and Lawton. So the storm is producing large hail. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. So the thunderstorm damage threat is considerable with this storm as well. So big hail, strong winds. All right, the one over the Munich, North Dakota area, the bigger warning up here at Munich. This one is for East Central Towner.
National Weather Service Aberdeen SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Dewey, South Dakota, Walworth, South Dakota. Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, so I'll get to that here in just a moment. So East Central Towner and Western Cavalier counties in North Dakota until 5:45 p.m. Central. So 60 mile per hour winds and quarter-sized hail with this storm. Hail damage to vehicles is expected here. And we're looking at the Munich area, the Hampton area, Clyde, the Alson, Wales, Sarlis, and Callio communities in North Dakota. So a lot of small communities there. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. And then just east of that, over the Langdon, North Dakota area, severe thunderstorm warning as well for Eastern Cavalier County until 6:15 Central. And this storm is moving north at 30 miles per hour. So eventually, these won't be an issue for us. This is going to move into Canada here before too long, and then we won't have to deal with these storms anymore. So Langdon, the Maida, Mount Carmel, Vang, Pembina, Jorge State Recreational Area. And so that is the latest on the severe weather up in North Dakota. Now let's go ahead and get back to South Dakota. We have a new warning to get to here. So what they have done is they have canceled out this one, the one near the Bowdle area. This one has been allowed to expire. So they have dropped that warning and they have replaced it with this one just south of Mulbridge. So new severe thunderstorm warning. It is just south of Mulbridge. It's along the river, along the Missouri River there, and it's going to be chugging along the Missouri River, moving due north. So severe thunderstorm warning, let me read off the box for you. So we're looking at a severe thunderstorm warning just issued for northeastern Dewey County and southwestern Walworth County in north central South Dakota. In effect until 6:15 p.m. Central. Quarter-sized hail with this storm, so looking at a hail threat there. Moving north at 20 miles per hour, so it's not moving very fast. So we're looking at really the main area that will be impacted here is the Swan Creek Rec area at within the next couple of minutes. And then we are seeing, it does say here, for your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. So here is some wording from the National Weather Service. If you are caught on the Missouri River, it says here, if on or near the Missouri River south of Mulbridge, get away from the water, move indoors or inside a vehicle. Remember, lightning can strike out to 15 miles from the parent thunderstorm. If you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Move to safe shelter now. Do not be caught on the water in a thunderstorm. So that is the latest there on that storm. All right, now I have a couple of other items that I wanted to get to. We have a couple of other things to get to. We do have 2 flash flood warnings that are in effect here in western South Dakota. So let me go ahead and read this off here for you. So this one out here, this one is just west of Phillip and Kadoka. Flash flood warning in effect here for northwestern Jackson County in southwestern South Dakota until 7:30 Mountain Time. So a Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across this warned area. Between 1 to 3 inches of rain have fallen already, and additional rainfall amounts of another 1 to 3 inches are possible in this warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. So that is the latest. This is It says here, flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. So we're looking at Cactus Flat, Cedar Pass, and let's see here, other locations: Little Buffalo Creek, 15 Creek, Rake Creek, and Cottonwood Creek. So it says here, of course, with flooding, turn around, don't drown. That is the old saying, and that is still true when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. And then we have another one farther south and west here. This one includes Oglala, South Dakota, and just outside of the Pine Ridge area. So it's just outside of Pine Ridge. We're looking at Oglala, the Oglala, South Dakota area. So we're looking at another flash flood warning here in effect. Let me go ahead and read this off for you. So it's that green polygon. It's that green box there. So it does say here life-threatening flash flooding. So we have some serious flooding going on here, folks. And that is down here for Fall River, southeastern Fall River, and southwestern Oglala, Lakota counties in western South Dakota. Flash flooding remains in effect until 7 p.m. Mountain Time this evening. So it does say here the first round of heavy rain is ending, but additional thunderstorms and heavy rain is expected by 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's, let's see, that would be within the next hour or hour and a half. Runoff from the rainfall will continue to produce significant flash flooding through the evening. The public has reported over 2 feet of water over Highway 18. My goodness. That is some crazy numbers there. Over 2 feet of water over Highway 18. Life-threatening flash flooding. Thunderstorms producing flash flooding. So if you live in these areas, this is source from the emergency management reporting that life-threatening flash flooding of creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses. Other locations that could experience flash flooding, including the Oglala area and locations on the southwestern side of the Pine Ridge Reservation. So it does say here, turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings. Do not drive on flooded roads. So that is the latest with that. So again, that is the secondary threat. We have the severe threat with large hail, damaging wind, and isolated tornado threat. And then the other threat is the flash flooding potential. And we're already seeing that now. So need to be on alert for that. Also, real quick here, down here in southern Nebraska, just thought I'd throw this out there while we're talking about the flooding. While we're talking about flooding, we do see a flood advisory that is posted just outside of Grand Island. It's over York, Nebraska. So reading this off here, it does say here, flood advisory in effect until 7 p.m. Central this evening. So it says flooding caused by excessive rainfall expected, and this is for portions of east central and south central Nebraska, and again including York and Fillmore areas of Nebraska. It does say minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cavalier, North Dakota. Until 6:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, thank you for that. So we are seeing this severe weather threat that is going to continue here for the remainder of the day today. So the severe thunderstorm watches are posted again until 9 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's 10 p.m. Central. So we got about 4 hours to go here until these watches expire. Until then, it is all hands on deck here. We are going to be watching this severe weather very closely across central, western South Dakota, eastern Wyoming, and into North Dakota. And it could extend again into Nebraska as well.
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Fall River, South Dakota. Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right, let me go ahead here, and we're gonna switch gears, and I'm gonna switch radar products. I like showing this one a little bit better. So, quick here. There we go. So here is what we are looking at. So let me go ahead and put a loop on this for you. And you can see this is all moving in a northerly direction. Either it's moving north or northeast with all of these storms that is going on. We're seeing a lot of activity here across western and north central South Dakota, and then also into eastern Wyoming, and also up into North Dakota as well. Reports, storm reports. Let me go ahead and read off the latest storm reports. The one quote-unquote tornado report that we've gotten today is a funnel cloud that was reported in eastern Wyoming. This was located southwest of Lost Springs, so 9 miles southwest of Lost Springs, Wyoming, in Converse County. Storm Chaser reported a funnel cloud, and that was, let's see, that was a couple of hours ago. So that was the one and only tornadic report that we've gotten. Other than that, we've gotten some flooding reports coming in, again, down here near in Oglala, South Dakota. Flash flooding, emergency management. A few homes have high water flowing into crawl spaces and basements. So flooding going on there in southwestern South Dakota. And then also up here, just west of the Kadoka area, over Cactus Flat, South Dakota, in Jackson County. Public source of South Fork of the Bad River, flooding near Cactus Flats. So we got some flash flooding along with a river there. And then we have a hail report that came in up here in northeastern South Dakota. And let me go ahead and read this off for you. This was over the Hoven area, 2 miles north of Hoven, South Dakota. Estimated nickel to quarter-sized hail. And that was a while ago. That was over an hour ago. That was that storm that is now right here moving through the Bowdle area. That was earlier. So here's the severe thunderstorm warning up here in north central South Dakota. So here's Mulbridge up here. Here's the Missouri River. And it's right along the Missouri River. That is where we're seeing this severe thunderstorm. And again, let's see here. Let me see if we get any information on that watch that was issued. Does not look like it. Let me see if I can try to find some information on that. But it looks like it got extended to portions of northeastern South Dakota due to this area right here of cells. Any one of these could become severe. And I know a lot of people are wondering about the Sioux Falls area. No, we are not expecting anything for the Sioux Falls area for today. Keyword today, not for today. But starting tomorrow, and especially on Thursday for the Sioux Falls area, we could see thunderstorms and severe weather. But not today. Today is out west. We are talking north central South Dakota and western South Dakota, and then into eastern Wyoming and North Dakota. So severe thunderstorm warning here, just south of Mulbridge, that we are going to keep a very close eye on. Let's see. Oh, actually, it looks like they dropped that one. Okay, so this one right here, it looks like they have dropped that one. But it does look like this one over Selby is starting to pique my interest a little bit. It's starting to get its act together a little bit here. If we put a loop, you can see we had that severe thunderstorm warning on this cell, but it looks like it's gone below severe limits now, so it is no longer a severe thunderstorm warning. But it wouldn't surprise me if we get a severe thunderstorm warning that pops up for this storm right here over Selby, because this is a pretty strong thunderstorm. So, yeah, we're seeing a lot of development here in central North Dakota and north central South Dakota. So we'll continue to watch that very closely. But western South Dakota is going to be our main spot here for the remainder of the day today for severe weather. So let's go over the severe weather, and then we'll look at some other thunderstorms that are going on. So here is a severe thunderstorm that is located again in between Kadoka and Murdo. Pretty strong thunderstorm. It is mainly for this hail core. So we're seeing some large hail with this storm. Where that purple color is on your screen, southwest of Murdo. That right there, that purple, that's that hail core, and that is what is causing this severe thunderstorm. So reading this off here, this is for southeastern Hockin County, northwestern Millette County, and northeastern Jackson County in South Dakota. Until 5:30 Mountain Time, 6:30 p.m. Central. So moving north at 20 miles per hour. So you can see the direction that's moving north at 20. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and $50 sized hail. That's the threats with this storm. So again, the Stamford and Nolan, South Dakota areas, those couple of those smaller communities are impacted here with this storm. So this also includes Interstate 90, again, between mile markers 165 and 174 as well. So again, in between Kadoka and Murdo. So if you live out in that area, be on the lookout. It looks like we did get a couple of new storm reports. Let me go ahead and read that off. So it looks like we did get a 51 mile per hour thunderstorm wind gust that was south of Kadoka, 7 miles east of Wambly in Jackson County. The Department of Highway there reporting that was about an hour ago. And then a separate report here down farther south and west. This was west of Porcupine, 1 mile south of Manderson, South Dakota. From Oglala, Lakota County, Train Spotter reported a 60 mile per hour wind gust there. So a couple new reports coming in there. So this severe thunderstorm warning, let me go ahead and look and see if there's any rotation, and I do not see anything. So we're not seeing any rotation with this storm, but it is severe, so a very strong storm. And then we have this severe thunderstorm. It looks like right now as it stands, we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings on the South Dakota side of the border.
National Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Custer, South Dakota, Fall River, South Dakota, Oglala, Lakota, South Dakota, Pennington, South Dakota. Until 6:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So just as I was saying that, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning issued. So this is on this cell right here, near Red Shirt, South Dakota. And look at that. I mean, that is a nasty storm. And look at that. That's, no surprise there, really. Honestly, this might be the strongest storm that we have seen so far today out here. So it looks like we're starting to get some rotation here. That upside down triangle there, you see, that is actually our tornadic signature. So anytime we get that, that is signaling rotation within the storm. And look at that. That is definitely some rotation there. So we are definitely seeing some rotation. This is south of Red Shirt, South Dakota, and east of Buffalo Gap. So we are definitely seeing rotation there. And it would not shock me at all if we get a tornado warning issued at some point here. New severe thunderstorm warning. So let me go ahead and read this off here for this warning right here. So this is for eastern Custer County and northwestern Oglala, Lakota County in western South Dakota. So this is in effect until 5:45 p.m. Mountain Time. This severe thunderstorm warning now moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, located 4 miles west of Red Shirt Table Overlook, or 27 miles northeast of Hot Springs, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour winds and $50 sized hail. That's the hazard with this storm. So hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations, again, including these small communities here in western South Dakota. So Red Shirt, Folsom, Red Shirt, Table, Overlook, Sheep Mountain Table, and Southwestern Badlands National Park. So this is actually starting to impact the portions of the Badlands. So for your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall also occurring here with this storm may lead to flash flooding as well. Do not drive your vehicles through flooded roadways. All right, so as it stands right now, this is the strongest storm that we've seen all day today. It is also showing signs of rotation. You can see there, anytime we get the brighter greens with the brighter reds.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Walsh, North Dakota. Until 6:30 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible.
So that's up there.
Move indoors and stay away from windows. National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Nelson, North Dakota, Ramsey, North Dakota. Until 6:05 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So it does look like, again, at this time, I do want to mention the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect here in between Kadoka and Murdo. That one has been allowed to expire. Okay, so that one's below severe limits now. So that is good news. That one is that one's done now. And so then we have this one. This one is also a very strong thunderstorm, a severe thunderstorm that is near the Edgemont, South Dakota area. So it does say here, in effect here until 5:15 Mountain Time for northwestern Fall River County in South Dakota. Moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. Ping pong ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds. That's the hazard. Those are the threats with this storm. And this is remaining over pretty rural areas, but near the Edgemont area. It also does say tornado possible with this storm as well. So there is a tornado possible tag on this. But I don't see much rotation at this point. So not much there on the rotation with this storm. But just east of it, look at this storm. This is a really wound up, nasty storm here. And it is now severe. So, Red Shirt, South Dakota. We need to be in our safe spot here. Need to seek shelter. If you live out in these areas, and I know it's fairly rural areas, but if you happen to be out here or live in these areas, we need you to be in a safe spot. Also, the Doppler radar is now indicating over 2-inch hail, 2.25-inch hail being picked up. And no surprise there. You know, anytime you get the purple and black colors on the radar picture, you're getting some pretty good sized hail. So you're getting some large hail. So on the radar, on our radar, that is where we are seeing that hail. And in fact, let me go ahead here and let's take a look at the hail product that we have exclusive to us. This is our, it's called vertically integrated liquid product. This shows us the large hail. And you can see that, no surprise there. We are seeing, anytime you get the orange, red, and white colors that show up on the radar, that is a very good indication of large hail. So especially the whites, when you get that white color there, that is the strongest indicator of hail there. So again, this is in between Buffalo Gap, Oral, and Red Shirt, South Dakota. That's what we're looking at. So if you're wondering where that's at, that's south of Rapid City, a ways, and this is heading towards Red Shirt. So we are concerned about Red Shirt, South Dakota, as there is some large hail that is heading that direction. Again, we are seeing some rotation with this storm as well. It was showing some signs of rotation. So we will continue to keep a very close eye on this. Also, another product that we like to use here is our shear product, our shear detector. And what we're looking for is the green and red spots on the map. So right here, this coloring right here, this spot is what we're looking for twisting of the winds and rotation. And our rotation detector is picking up on that. And that is on this storm. So there is rotation with this storm, no question about it. And look at that. Look at that signature. That was just within the last frame here. We are getting a very strong indication of some rotation with this, and we're seeing that couplet. Anytime you get the brighter green colors with the brighter red colors, like that, and they're in a very confined spot, small spot, that is, it's almost like a circular motion. Anytime you get that kind of a signature on the radar, we're definitely getting rotation. I don't see a CC drop, so this thing is not on the ground, but we'll keep an eye on it. This thing is showing signs of rotation, so we'll keep a close eye out for that. Otherwise, as it stands right now, in the main area, we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in South Dakota and 2 flash flood warnings. So those are our warnings on the South Dakota side of things. Now, if we look on the Wyoming side of things, here is the one and only severe thunderstorm warning for Wyoming. And this is for west central Niobrara County and northeastern Converse County in Wyoming. In effect here until 5:30 Mountain Time, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail are the threats. And this is just east of Bill, Wyoming. So we'll keep a close eye out for this storm as well, but it looks like that one's kind of weakening. Other non-severe thunderstorms. We do have one out here near Riverview. There's a little bit of a spot here. Some strong thunderstorms there near Riverview, Wyoming. And then here in South Dakota, there is a strong cluster of thunderstorms just south of Hot Springs. So it wouldn't shock me at all if we get a severe thunderstorm warning issued for that supercell area. And then another one here near Hot Springs. So this one right here. And we get those purple and red colors on the radar map. That is an indication of very heavy rainfall as well as hail, more than likely. And then another strong thunderstorm up here near the Fairburn, South Dakota area and heading into the Hermosa area, just south of Keystone. And then another strong cell here over Kyle, South Dakota. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Then also down here, just crossing the border from Nebraska into South Dakota. This is just south of Batesland, South Dakota. And another cell down here in Cherry County, Nebraska, over the Merriman area. That's going to be moving into South Dakota, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on that cell. And then this storm here near Kadoka. This is a pretty strong thunderstorm as well that we're going to keep a close eye on. And it is showing some signs of rotation, by the way, as well. You see that right there? There is some signs of rotation with this storm too. So we will keep an eye out for that. This storm also looks like it is starting to re-strengthen. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if we get a severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like the Doppler radar. Again, if we get hail over 1 inch in diameter, that is considered severe limits. So that is considered severe. And it looks like the Doppler radar is indicating 1 inch hail with this storm just southwest of Murdo, and it's heading towards Interstate 90, heading towards the Okoton and Stamford areas. That one was severe warned just a while ago. Farther north and west here, wanted to go up here. We are starting to see a cell that is about to cross the border from Wyoming into South Dakota. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this. This is currently over the Aladdin, Wyoming community, and it's moving towards Belle Fourche right now. So if you're in Belle Fourche, heads up, we got a thunderstorm heading towards your area. And again, going up into north central South Dakota, we see some thunderstorms, some strong thunderstorms that had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings earlier, but currently as it stands right now, no severe weather out here in north central South Dakota, but we will keep a close eye on this area as well. Nothing tornadic as well. We don't see any rotation. And then into the North Dakota side of things, just real briefly, not going to spend too much time on this, not in our coverage area, but we do have some thunderstorms and some strong thunderstorms in central North Dakota as well. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And in northeastern North Dakota, eventually this is going to get out of here. It's going to move into Canada here eventually. But for now, we're looking at severe weather here in northeastern North Dakota. So where we are seeing that these severe thunderstorms here, let's start with the one over Adams, North Dakota. So this is for northwestern Walsh County.
National Weather Service Grand Forks ND has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Cavalier, North Dakota. Until 6:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
All right. So new severe thunderstorm warning, just as I was talking about the North Dakota side of things. I'll get to that here in just a moment. So severe thunderstorm warning on this storm right here over Adams, North Dakota. This is for northwestern Walsh County, in effect until 6:30 p.m. Central. Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts at quarter-sized hail with this storm. So Edinburgh, Adams, and Fairdale. That is heads up there. Looking at the velocity, I'm not seeing anything tornadic with that. Farther north, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that continue up here. Let's go ahead and start with the one on the west side here over Wales, North Dakota. Remaining in effect until 6:45 Central for central Cavalier County in North Dakota. Moving northeast at 40 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and quarter-sized hail with this storm as well. Hamden, Alson, Wales, Dresden, and Loma areas in North Dakota. And then farther east over Langdon, North Dakota. Severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Cavalier County in North Dakota until 6:15 p.m. Central. Moving north at 30 miles per hour, ping pong ball sized hail, and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And so Langdon, Maida, Mount Carmel, Vang, and Pembina, Jorge State Rec area. So that is the latest on the thunderstorms in North Dakota. Going back to the South Dakota area, this is our main area that we're going to be watching for the remainder of the day today. The strongest storm, the one that has taken over the reins now, is this one just south of Rapid City. And this is a supercell that is, as of right now, it's all by itself. It's not along a line or anything. But there are other thunderstorms around it, but this is pretty much all by itself. And this is the strongest storm that we have going on right now currently. And again, it's over Red Shirt, South Dakota. So this is for eastern Custer County, northwestern Oglala, Lakota County, northeastern Fall River
National
County.
Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Fall River, South Dakota.
Yep, it's going to be one down here.
Until 6:15 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
Okay, so we got a new severe thunderstorm warning, and this is in effect here in Fall River County. So southwestern, extreme southwestern South Dakota. This is going to be down here. We're going to wait for the warning to pop up here. It'll pop up any moment. And it is going to be on this one near Edgemont, new severe thunderstorm warning. So what have they done? Basically, they have the old one was allowed to expire, and they replaced it with a new warning is what happened here. I'll get to that here in just a moment once it pops up. I'm not sure why it's not popping up yet. But this one right here, this is still the strongest storm that we have going on. And again, it's still showing a little bit of rotation south of Red Shirt, South Dakota there. And looking at our shear detector, we are seeing that rotation. Just a couple minutes ago, this thing was really wound up here. I mean, look at that. Right there, we had a pretty strong tornadic signature just a moment ago. So we'll keep an eye out for that as well. But here we go. Here's the new warning that has popped up. This is for Edgemont, South Dakota. So this is now in effect here. Let's see here. Get a new update here on this. Oh, okay. So looks like so my apologies. I'm still trying to get used to our new system here. We got a new we do have a new graphic system, a new bot here. So what they have done here is they are going to allow this warning to actually expire. So I'm not sure why it disappeared there. That was a little bit confusing. So this severe thunderstorm right here is going to be allowed to expire at 5:15 Mountain Time, so that's in 5 minutes. This thing is going to be allowed to expire. So it's going to be below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, they are going to allow this to expire. However, small hail and gusty winds still possible with this thunderstorm. So we'll keep an eye out for that storm, but that is now below severe limits. It's going to expire. So right now, as it stands, this one right here is kind of the lone one that we're going to be watching very closely. Our Doppler radar is also indicating golf ball sized hail with this storm, and no surprise there. I mean, look at that hail signature on the radar. So again, anytime we get the purple and the black colors that show up on the radar picture, that is our indicator of large hail. So Red Shirt, South Dakota. If you live around this area, and I know it's a very rural area, there's not a whole lot out here, not a whole lot of population out here. But if anyone's out here, we need to be in our safe spots. We need to be seeking
National
shelter.
Weather Service Rapid City SD has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Custer, South Dakota, Oglala, Lakota, South Dakota, Pennington, South Dakota. Until 6:45 p.m. damaging winds and large hail are possible. Move indoors and stay away from windows.
So new severe thunderstorm warning, that'll pop up here for us in just a second, and then I can go ahead and explain it once it pops up. That one, Pennington County. So that is going to be that Pennington County area. That's Rapid City's county, but I don't think Rapid City, we'll see if they're going to be in the warning, but I don't think Rapid City will be in the warning. And just waiting for that new warning to pop up there. So we do see currently, as it stands, we have one severe thunderstorm warning in South Dakota. We have one in Wyoming, and then we have 3 of them. We have a bunch of them up in northeastern North Dakota. So here is our expectation of what is going to happen. So as we head into the evening hours, what we are expecting is we are going to see a increasing threat for tornadoes, for a tornadic threat with these storms. So basically the chasers out in the field right now that I can see, they're kind of just waiting. They're playing the waiting game essentially for any other cells to pop up that could pop up. Maybe it's this one. Maybe this one up here over the Belle Fourche area. That one, maybe if that gets its act together and kind of moves out here in western South Dakota, that's right in the thick of that tornado risk zone. So that would be an area to watch. Also here with all of this severe weather, this whole complex of severe thunderstorms right here, this would be a spot to watch for a spin-up tornado that could be possible. So again, whatever severe weather that we get for the remainder of the day today is going to be out west. Again, we're talking western South Dakota mainly. That's our highest risk area. So this storm, again, right here is our strongest that we have right now. But we do have that severe thunderstorm here near Edgemont that is going to be allowed to expire. This one is we're not really seeing much here. It's still a strong thunderstorm though, so you want to make sure that you are still in a safe spot, taking shelter. You still don't want to be outside when this is going on. A couple of new updates. The severe thunderstorm warning on the Wyoming side of the border has been allowed to expire. No surprise there, that storm has weakened out, so it has gone below severe limits, so that's good news. So a couple of warnings have dropped here. The next one that dropped was this one over Edgemont, South Dakota. That one has been allowed to expire as well. So some good news there. I do think the Wyoming side of things, we're about done. And it looks like we're about done for Nebraska as well. So unless more cells fire up, I think we're about done for the Wyoming and Nebraska side of things. So it's pretty soon here. It's going to be strictly a South Dakota and North Dakota event here pretty quickly. There could be a couple of cells yet that become severe. This one over Riverview could become severe. This is a pretty strong thunderstorm. Doppler radar is indicating almost 1.5 inches of hail in diameter. And then also up north here, this one as well, almost near severe limits. This is showing some signs of some hail as well. This is just south of Sundance, Wyoming, so a strong thunderstorm cell there. So we have a lot of thunderstorms, but we just have the one severe thunderstorm warning that is going on here. And this is a really strong thunderstorm. You look at the echo tops here. This thing is the strongest by far, the strongest storm that we have going on here in our coverage area. Now, it's been showing some off and on signs of some rotation with this, but as of right now, no tornado warning, and we are not seeing a whole lot there with this. But we will just continue to keep an eye on it, and we're going to watch things very closely. But it does look like, as of right now, this is the one that we are looking at. So it does look like, if we go back to our hail products, it does look like we're still seeing some really large hail here. According to the Doppler radar, we're looking at some pretty big hail. So we will continue to monitor all of this activity and bring you guys the latest here. But I would say for the remainder of the evening hours, the biggest threat of severe weather is going to be in the Dakotas. So North Dakota and South Dakota. It looks like the Wyoming and Nebraska side of things are about done. So it is about to strictly be a South Dakota and North Dakota event. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and look at the shear product, and not seeing a whole lot. There's a little bit of a green spot there, so it looks like we are still seeing perhaps a tiny bit of rotation, but not a whole lot. Looks like they did update the warning box now, so let me go ahead and read this off for you. So the severe thunderstorm warning for the Fall River side of things has been canceled. So cancellation there of that severe thunderstorm warning. So severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 Mountain Time for eastern Custer, northwestern Oglala, Lakota, and south central Pennington counties in South Dakota. So it does say here, as of 8 minutes ago, severe thunderstorm was located 3 miles south of Red Shirt or 32 miles northeast of Hot Springs, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail with this storm. So this will be near the Red Shirt, Folsom, Red Shirt, Table Overlook areas, Sheep Mountain Table, and southwestern Badlands National Park. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm, may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. So this storm is very strong, and we are going to be keeping a close eye on this. So we do have a lot of thunderstorms that is going on here in western, southwestern South Dakota. But the good news is, so far, we have not seen any tornado threat so far. At least up to this point, there has not been any tornadic activity, no tornado threat yet. So that's good news, and hopefully that continues for the remainder of the day. We don't need any tornadoes. But we will just keep a close eye on things here in our weather center here, and we'll bring you guys the latest, of course, as always. So what we are going to do now, it does look like, as of right now, the way things stand, we only have the one severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here. So I don't want to waste your guys' time. As of right now, we do have the one severe thunderstorm warning, and it's in a very rural area. And so what we are going to do here is, I think we're going to step aside here for now. I'm going to work on some things on the social media side of things. if we get some stronger weather to develop, and if we get tornado warnings to pop up, if we get tornadoes, if we start getting any worse weather, I'll pop back on here for you guys and bring you guys the latest severe weather. But as of right now, things have calmed down here, and right now we're seeing one severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect. So again, if we start to see more severe weather pop up, I will jump back on here for you guys. But for now, I'm going to step aside and work on some other things behind the scenes, some social media things. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in here and watching our live stream. And we have some new updated graphics as well that we're excited to share you guys. If you're new, we cover the Northern Plains region, again, of South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. And so here's kind of a look there. So that's the area that we cover here. And so this severe weather is expected to continue for the remainder of the evening hours. Again, if things start to get worse, we will jump back on here and bring you guys the latest. But for now, I'm going to jump off here for you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for all the support. My name is Riley for all of us here at T Storm Chasers, and I will continue to keep an eye on things.